Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a black forest cake. Let's get started. Okay guys, so the recipes you're going to need for my version of the black forest cake, which is actually the classic traditional version. You're just going to start out by a chocolate cake. I prefer to use my best secret recipe of chocolate cake. Everyone says that it's amazing. Just go watch and see the comments and see what people said about this. It's really amazing. So go make one recipe of my best chocolate cake recipe. You're just gonna need some the recipe of my flavored whipped cream. This is vanilla flavored. One recipe of my simple syrup that I have in here, and you're gonna also need obviously some cherry filling. Now, to be honest with you, I buy my cherry filling. I don't make it at home. It's time consuming, and I think it's more expensive to make it at home rather than buy it. I know it's always better to make it at home, but I prefer to buy it. And you can also make it with the alcohol, but I prefer not to. So let's get started. Okay guys, to start out here on my cake board, this is very thin, so I'm gonna cut it and use another fancier cake board, whatever. Now I'm gonna start by putting some cream on my cake board here so the cake doesn't slide around while I'm working. I'm just going to take the first chocolate cake layer that I have, that I also cut into layers. You can also watch my tutorial on how to get rid of the domes and how to cut layers of your cakes. Okay, so here we've got our cake layer. Just see, that's not moving. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going to soak it with my simple syrup recipe here. Just want to go around all the cake so it gets very moist when it's refrigerated. I'm gonna continue putting some simple syrup on this cake, and we will be back. So I have soaked the first layer with a simple syrup. Now I'm just gonna put in some regularly just whipped up cream, which is heavy whipping cream with some, just go watch the recipe. Okay, so now here I'm just gonna smooth the whipped cream, and I'm not gonna do huge amounts of cream in between the layers because already my cake is already tall, and I just don't want it to be filled too much with cream. Just be generous enough. Okay, so just like this. If something hangs off the edge, that's perfectly fine. Just gonna smooth it out later when we make the sides of this cake. Okay, so now that we have made this, I'm just gonna get you a close-up here, and I'm just gonna continue by making the other layers. Okay, as you can see, we have put the cream on here. Now I'm just gonna take the second cake layer, just gonna put it on top of the first cake layer, press it just a little down, and we're also gonna soak this layer one more time, or actually for the first time, with the simple syrup as we did on the first one. Okay guys, now as you can see, I have also soaked my second layer. Now here I've got my pastry bag filled with the same whipping cream that we have here, but I'm just gonna do a rim on the sides like a ring. So I'm just gonna fill it with the the cherry filling, and I don't want to squish out the sides. So this is a dam to help the cake not squish on the sides, just like this. Maybe a little higher. Okay, just like that. And now here I've got my cherry filling, as I said. I'm just gonna put it in just like that. Just put the cherry filling into the cake, and we're gonna spread it out as I mentioned, just like this. Spread it all around. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm just going to put another layer on top, soak it, and redo all the layers that we did. Okay, so I'm just going to add the cream one more time here to the cake. As you can see, I'm going to spread it with a spatula. Just like this. And smooth the surface out. Okay. Finally put the last layer on top, just like this. And now we're gonna work on the sides. Okay guys, now here's our cake so far. Here I've got some leftover cream in my pastry bag, which I'm gonna add to the sides of the cake, just like this. Okay, that is enough. This is a crumb coat first, so I'm just gonna smooth out the sides of this cake very quick. I'm not used to doing this like this way, but I have to show you guys the technique that I use. It's like this. I'm also sitting, which is not the same position I use when I do my cakes. Just gonna continue doing the top of this cake. I'm gonna add more cream and I'm gonna smooth out to use the crumb coat. Okay guys, now after crumb coating this cake, I'm just gonna add some shredded sweetened coconuts on the sides that are not toasted. Now I know this is a Black Forest cake and it's supposed to be spooky and filled with chocolate and stuff, but the customer actually said the inside is gonna be the Black Forest cake, but the outside is a different decoration. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna apply some of this on the sides. Now here I've got a pile of sweetened coconuts that I have on a sheet pan, so when I press on the sides it all falls down, the excess. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay guys, so the last thing to do is to add the rosettes on top. Okay, so here's the cake with the rosettes. Now I'm gonna add the maraschino sugar cherries on top of each rosette. Just like this. Okay guys, so as you can see I did add the maraschino cherries on top. Now I did make these edible fondant decorations which say 2014, so I'm gonna add in the middle since it's our New Year's Eve cake. So I'm just gonna add this and we will be done.